sex tape. Would you? We're here tonight at Brandon Theaters watching Sex Tape with Jason Segel, Cameron Diaz. Cameron is hot! This movie is very, very misleading. Let's get down to the point. It could have been PG-13 because the whole entire movie is a lot of implied sex, a lot of F words, and no boobs, except when they're looking at you porn, and that's where you see the boobs. The movie is funny. There is some moments I was laughing pretty hysterically. There's an interesting cameo. You're kind of like, that's out of left field. Cool. All in all, it could have been PG-13 because I get sick of implied stuff, implied violence, implied sex, implied killings and maulings. It's like, if you're gonna just have the balls to do what it is you're presenting, then just do it. Yes, let's leave it to the imagination. I'm very imaginative. I imagine a lot of things. So I actually want to see what it's supposed to be about. Especially when you made a 3-hour, 1-minute sex tape. Why can't I see, like, I don't know, 3 hours and 1 minute of your sex tape? It's only because Cameron Diaz is in it. Sorry, Jason. What's up with that too, Jason? Usually you do a full frontal and nothing. And you're like, no, you're just like, hey, forget our commercial. Got the prize for you, like twice. Just like, there it is again. Do you have to rush out and see it? No, you can wait for Redbox or Blockbuster. You did get Cameron Diaz ass, and you did get Cameron Diaz like white shirt, and you're kind of like, implied, you. Does that turn you on? Well, it shouldn't. Date movie? Absolutely. Go take your whatevers, whatever. You can take your mom, probably a little weird. I'm gonna have to honestly give this movie a 7. Yes, it was funny. There was kind of like a little moral of like when you're married, like don't lose the spark because it's gonna happen with like all the you do. Carve a little me time out. That's pretty much the point of it. Just get a little us time to do something and your is good. So my man, Sex Tape, some thoughts, opinions.
Misleading title, extremely misleading title. This should have been trying to rekindle your would have been a good one. That's all it was just a rekindlement, honestly, of old flares, the spark that was dying. Try not to let the light go out, like Charizard's tail. Pretty much was what that was like.
I actually thought it was a really funny movie. I enjoyed it, and I had a good time watching how it progressed, and I really didn't expect it to be this movie, actually. I expected it was something totally different. It was funny. I mean, there's several parts where I couldn't stop laughing.
That was funny. I thought they did a good job with it. The chemistry between Jason Segel and Cameron Diaz worked really well, and I think that adds a lot to the movie. Without that, it really wouldn't have worked. If they weren't believable, then it wouldn't have worked. The storyline of the movie, it's all over the place. I mean, it doesn't really focus on anything, but it's entertaining. And that's, I think, what's important. When you get to the end of the movie, did it feel like it dragged? It didn't feel like it dragged. It felt like it was just like a fun ride. You just kind of strap yourself in and enjoy the ride, so to say.
I love sex tapes. This movie, though, went all over the place. A little random. I know a few people that love random stuff, and this is the movie for them. They showed a pregnant chick in this. They showed when she was pregnant. And you know me and pregnant women, and they were doing it when she was pregnant. Oh my gosh! Awesome. Oh.
From a comedy standpoint, I'm a sucker for comedy, so of course I want to say it was awesome. Pacing, it was good in the beginning and good near the end. The middle was kind of, I would say, it didn't keep up with the original beginning and end pacing. I mean, the acting was incredible. I've been watching movies since I was 5, probably 6, and I always pay attention to the actors. I always look at them. If I feel like it's real, man, it's real, and those two actors combined just doing comedy. I never thought I would see. You know, it's kind of like seeing a movie with the two people you are less likely to see or even dream about.
Jason Segel, good job, man. Like you're always hilarious. Just the way that you deliver things, good, great. Like the Cameron Diaz, you tried a little bit too hard. Not too bad. Glad I got to see your ass. Yeah, let's praise her ass. Okay, good for you, Rob Lowe. Surprise. Awesome. The movie in of itself, I do not like anything implied. If you're gonna, if it's called Sex Tape, let's see it. Okay, that's all I want to see. I just want to see like all the different things and like different sorts of positions. Show the book, like show the book and then show them doing that. Show the book and then show them doing that. It's not that hard.
Yeah, it's called porn.
Weird.
It caught my attention and it kept it going. Had one part that dragged a little bit. I guess it could have been a little shorter. I would have been happier with that. But other than that, it was a really good movie.
The amount of nudity for a movie called Sex Tape is pretty much nil. You actually see a lot more of Jason Segel than you do of any women. So just a warning. For the ladies out there, a lot of Jason Segel. So
Not
is
even
that a good thing?
Good parts.
Needless to say, if you're looking for nudity, there's plenty of movies about that. This isn't really that kind of movie. So I laughed a lot, and that's a good sign up for comedy's good. So.
I don't think a lot of people are going to care about the story. When they see the title Sex Tape, they're just thinking sex. Cameron Diaz. No one cares about the plot. I do. I like the plot. It's good. gotta add a little bit of that substance in there. It dragged a little bit in some areas. That cocaine scene, I won't say any more than that. Other than that, I liked it. It was good.
I thought it was just going to be non-stop sex all the time and with a little bit of plot, but I mean, it was fantastic. There was plot, you know. There was plot in a movie called Sex Tape. You think of sex tape and you just think of sex. iPads, that's it.
I mean, I give it a rating of probably a 7. 7 was a good rating on it, and I had a good time watching it.
I give it an 8 out of 10. It's a good movie. It's worth watching. I don't know if it really gains anything in the theater. And depending on who you went to see it with, you might be extremely uncomfortable sitting next to that person. If I saw this with my mom, I probably would have walked out.
I give it an 8 because the pace was a little off. The acting was great, so that's where most of it comes from. The plot was great. You know, I would say 6 of that is the plot, and 2 of that score is the acting. The rest is the plot and probably the overuse of Cameron Diaz's butt. Her butt.
I give it a 6.5. The pacing just wasn't quite right. There was a little too much jibber jabber. If they picked up the pace a little bit, it would have been an awesome movie.
This movie was nothing spectacular. It had its moments, and that's the best that I can say about it.
So on a scale of 1 to 10.
I'll give it a 6. I'll give it a 6 because there were just moments that were there. I mean, I was kind of like, it lost me. Oh, that was kind of funny. It lost me. Oh, that was kind of funny. And that's about it. I don't really care about, oh no, our marriage really meant this, the reason why we made the sex. I don't care. I don't care why you made it. Like, whenever I'm sitting there watching it, I'm just like, oh God, what drove them to do this? What really drove them? Like, have you ever heard a porn star be like, you know, when I was making it, I was thinking of my kid. I was thinking of, like, they don't care. No one cares about that. They literally just, that's all they want to see. That's all I wanted to see. Okay, that's it. Like, it was my Friday. I've worked all week. I literally just wanted to see something like that and be like, nah, didn't even, okay, probably TMI, didn't even get a semi. Some things turn me on, this is not one of them.
In the spirit of the movie, what is your favorite porn site? Because they listed like 30 of them in there, and what was really weird is I think they're all real. Every single one they said is a legitimate porn thing. Go on ahead and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Like this video, favorite it, share it, spread the word. And next week, we're gonna bring you Hercules with Dwayne Johnson. And as always, we're letting you know, before you go, at Brandon Theaters, always remember, delete after you record.